Looking for a reliable smart lock that's very easy to install? Check out the August Wi-Fi Smart Lock. Hi, this is David at Tech for Baba. Welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy useful tech for the family like me. In today's video, let's check out the latest generation of the August Smart Lock. See how easy it is to install and use? This is the latest 4th generation smart lock August introduced a while ago in 2020. I'll compare it to the 3rd generation Smart Lock Pro we've been using at our front door for many years. The 4th generation smart lock comes in a box with a sleeve cover printed with a lot of good information. What makes August Smart Lock unique and easy to install is it works with the existing single-cylinder deadbolts, which are common here in the United States. It's cool how from the outside, no one can tell there's a smart lock inside. Taking the cover sleeve off, opening the box. It's well padded on the top with a cutout for the lock. Inside the small envelope, there are a few get started and instruction cards. An optional cover plate, 4 tailpiece adapters in different colors for fitting the lock to the existing deadbolt. A sensor to tell if the door is properly closed or not. And a blue tape to hold the existing deadbolt on the outside during installation. Very thoughtful. There's the lock, of course. Under the lock, there is a packing foam and the mounting faceplate. Let's take a look at the lock in more detail. Well, it's really just half of a lock since the August Smart Lock only goes on the inside. There are 2 colorways available, silver and matte black. I have the matte black one here. The build quality is great with a mostly metallic body in a cylindrical shape with ridges on the sides for grip. It feels smooth and premium to the hand. Here's my older 3rd gen Smart Lock Pro in black, but now only available in silver. The 4th gen lock looks similar. The major improvement is in its size. It measures just under 3 inches in diameter and only 1.75 inches deep. More like a regular doorknob. The older gen locks are much bigger and thicker. The smaller size makes it less awkward and easier to turn, especially for my wife and kids who have smaller hands. August is also able to integrate Wi-Fi in this smaller 4th gen lock. So the separate August Connect Wi-Fi bridge is no longer needed to operate the lock remotely. There is one catch with the smaller size though. It now uses just 2 smaller, harder to find CR123 batteries instead of 4 AA batteries on the older generation. The battery life is supposed to be 3 to 6 months depending on usage. I'm certain the older generation has a longer battery life. I'll add a comment in the comment section below if the suspected shorter battery life is an issue after a few months of use. There are easy to follow video instructions in the August app. Once installed and signed in, hit Set up a device under the menu on the left. Pick Set up a smart lock, Wi-Fi Smart Lock 4th generation. Start. Scan the QR code that's inside the cover plate and just follow the instructions. First, put a tape over the outside part of the deadbolt so it doesn't fall when we remove the inside latch. Remove the 2 screws on the inside latch and remove the latch. You can see that there was a much bigger, different smart lock here before by the missing paint job. Next, put on the mounting plate. One side of the plate says it's the door side, and the other has an arrow pointing which ways up. The 2 holes on the plates are adjustable so we can align them to the existing deadbolt. Attach the plate with the 2 screws. Then pick the adapter that matches the existing deadbolt's tailpiece. In my case, I'm using the green adapter. Once the adapter is in, we're ready to put on the smart lock. Open up these two wing latches in the back of the lock and align the center of the lock onto the tailpiece adapter. Make sure it's flush to the mounting plate and push in both wings to hold the lock in place. Take the cover plate off and remove the plastic tab on the battery to supply power to the lock. Put the cover plate back on and that's it. I love how this is magnetic. Next, let's install the door sensor. It could be installed in a hole drilled into the frame of the door, or it could simply be taped to the door trim. August includes a double-sided tape matching the shape of the sensor. Just apply it on the back of the sensor and stick the sensor on the door trim between the deadbolt and the bottom of the lock. There it goes. Then put the sensor cover on. That's it. Hit continue. Door sensor has been correctly installed on the app. It will then take us to set up the lock. Let's name it Garage, since this is the door to our garage. Looks like there is a firmware update. Let's update it. Alright. Then a calibration process so the smart lock is adjusted to lock and unlock the deadbolt all the way. Then set up the door sensor by opening the door all the way. Hit next. And hold the door just slightly open. Hit next. It works with the smart lock to determine if the door has been closed properly. There's then an option to add this lock to Apple Home. It'll then take you through getting the lock connected to Wi-Fi. Now that the setup is done, I can lock and unlock the door from the app and Apple Home. I like how there's a chime and an indicator light on the lock. With any smart lock, it's important to make sure the deadbolt lines up well and operates smoothly. The app can also be connected to a huge list of smart home apps. Typical ones like Alexa, Apple HomeKit, Google Assistant, and IFTTT. It can even connect to an Airbnb account to provide guests with access for the duration of their reservation. More on the guest access later. The door sensor we installed can tell if the door is indeed closed when the deadbolt is locked. This is very useful for us with little kids, or for me who may not always close the door all the way on my way out. If the door isn't closed properly, locking the deadbolt really doesn't lock the door. The app can provide alerts when the door isn't closed properly, and when someone opens or closes the door. I can set the smart lock to lock automatically as soon as or sometimes after the door is shut. The door can also be set up to auto unlock when I leave the house and come back within a few feet of the door. While this is a convenient feature, I find it not working for me immediately all the time. At times, I've had to wait more than a few seconds for the door to auto unlock. I know, very spoiled. In any case, I plan to look into one of the new Apple HomeKey enabled locks next. So subscribe to the channel and come back to see that video soon. One other feature we use all the time with the app is to provide keys to our kids and relatives, friends who are visiting us. Under each lock in the app, there is a guest list where I can send an invite. My kids and guests do have to install the August app on their phone and create an account, after which they will be able to lock and unlock the door. I can set the key to always work or work only a few hours a day for a period of time. It's very flexible. Now, we did run into problems with phone numbers from abroad not getting the verification text needed to set up the August account for some reason. This Gen 4 August Smart Lock retails for $229.99 US. Interestingly, the 3rd Gen Smart Lock Pro plus Connect are still on sale for the same price. Since they have been out for some time, there are often discounts in the links I'll put in the description below. Both generations of locks have the same functions. The Gen 4 is smaller, uses less and smaller batteries, and has built-in Wi-Fi. I think the smaller Gen 4 Smart Lock looks better and feels better, as long as the battery life holds up. If it doesn't for me, again, I'll add a comment in the comment section below. Oh, and August also sells a keypad for $59, which can be easily taped or mounted by the door outside to operate the lock. It's quite small, measuring only 3 inches by 1 inch and 1 inch deep. The keys are small but has a rubbery surface, so they are not too hard to press. Our younger kids don't have phones yet, so the keypad is how they use the lock. I'll put a link to the keypad in the description as well. August Smart Lock have worked well for our home for many years. Even though there are now many newer smart locks out on the market today, these August Smart Locks are still the easiest ones to install. I like how we can still use traditional locks on the outside, so we could choose the look we want. We can also use the same keys. It also doesn't look like we have a smart lock from the outside, even though smart locks are much more common these days. Having said that, I plan to look into this newest smart lock from Aquera next. It has all the same smart functions, plus the latest Apple HomeKey feature, and a fingerprint reader. Subscribe to the channel and come back for that. What smart lock have you used? I love to hear your good and bad experiences with them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you find any part of this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you want to see more videos on how technology can enhance our life with kids and family, please subscribe and check out this video next. I'll see you in that next one. Until then, remember to cherish each moment.